Hello, social media. Hello to all of you out there. I am so happy that you guys have decided to join me on today. So I welcome you. Hey now, welcome to Lakitatsharpe's famous exclusive inspirational channel. So I am happy that you guys have decided to join me. So I welcome you. Hello to all of you. So we are going to do this thing. So welcome to one of the greatest shows in the universe. So are you with me? Are you with me, everybody? Come on now, wake up, wake up, wake up. Or if you're about to go to sleep, I don't know what's going on with you guys, but come on, we're gonna get this party rolling. Come on now, you guys. Alright, you got this. So we're gonna go. Check out my books over at Amazon.com. There are over 100 books for you to choose from over at Amazon.com. Check out my book Unstoppable. And check out the Lakitatsharpe success story from struggle to success. So check out 2 of my life stories over at Amazon.com. So check it out. And like I say, there are over 100 books for you to choose from in my name. So let's give it up to one of the greatest, the awesome, my boss, the most high omega guy, the great I am, the owner of the universe. And I am honored to be his love. I am honored to be his girl. So anyway, let us go. Sometimes you have to start over in order to be successful. Sometimes you have to start over in order to be successful. Now, let's look at what I'm saying, right? Just recently, about 5 minutes ago, my computer wasn't functioning the way that I wanted to function. It wasn't functioning properly, okay? And so what I did is I restarted. I said, why don't you just restart it, start over, and we're going to do this thing, and see how it works. So now it's working properly. So I had to start over in order to allow it to be successful. And numerous of times this has happened where I had to restart my devices and then it works again. I don't know about you, but sometimes I feel a little bit off when my devices isn't working. And when my computer screen, stuff just not functioning properly, it just throws me off, because when things are working properly, you feel successful. You get what I'm saying? And this can trickle down in a lot of areas in your life. So you might be in a situation where you had to start over, and now you're starting over from scratch. You're starting over, from the beginning. Now you got to reboot and restart. And my heart goes out to you because I know what it feels like to have to start over. When I separated from my husband and then, abruptly, we abruptly separated, I had to start over from scratch. I had to start over from the beginning. I'm like, here I am, been with this man for over, 20 years of my life, and I have to start from the beginning. Can you imagine what that's like? Being with somebody for so many years and you built a life together and then boom, it just stops just like that. And you find yourself, having to figure out how to make it. And believe what I tell you, is like, being that I have been separated from my husband, it's like I'm more successful by myself, and the universe, God, has provided for me and blessed me on my journey to success, as I started over, and I'm one of those people that I love starting from over, because sometimes I can be in my house and stuff can be like all over the place, like a kitchen counter. And I'm like, okay, this is junky. This is messy. Maybe if I take everything out, then I can start over and then get it right, and everything will move right. Everything will function properly, and my heart goes out to you, because I can understand what that feels like. You're up and you're running and you're moving and everything is going well for you. And then suddenly it's like, okay, you got to start over from scratch, from the beginning, and that can be a little bit tough. I know. And you're like, how in the world did I get back to this place? Why did God allow me to start my life over? And you best to believe, if God is bringing you to something, you best to believe God is going to see you through, to the next phase in your life. You best to believe, if he was with you throughout the entire, even when things wasn't working properly, God was with you. Okay? Even, throughout your entire life, entire situations, God is with you, handling situations with you as you go forward. I can say that on my journey to starting over, I have a book titled Starting from Square One. Check out that book over at Amazon.com, and I will post it on the screen, but it's like starting from square one. Everything is gonna be all right. God did not bring you this far just to leave you now. God did not bring you this far just to leave you now. Now, let me tell you, a man will bring you to a certain point in your life and leave you and walk away from you, or a woman will do that. But God will not do that. Okay? He will not do that. So he is with you on this journey. He is with you as you start your life over again. Okay? So, I know it's hard. I mean, you could have, if you can imagine how I was having to start my life over, I'm like, wow. I'm like, I have to start my life over from scratch. Been with this man for half my life. And now the universe, God is telling me, or the situation is telling me, you gotta start over. I'm like, okay, right now? In my 40s? But honey, I had a choice. I either sink or swim. It was either sink or it was swim. So I am swimming right now. Right now, I am swimming through courage, having courage, and doing it, honey, we can cry together. We can cry together. Because you have been through, you have been through, and I have been through, and I am still here. You are still here. Our situation didn't break us, meaning it didn't. We're still alive. There is a reason for our existence. There is a reason. And you just going to have to just go with it. You're going to have to just go with the flow and allow God to be with you on this journey as you move forward. As you move forward. Like I say, He will not leave you nor forsake you. Okay? So you're going to make it. I have a little garden stand. It says, I will survive. I will survive. So you will survive this start over. I know you had to start over again. And what's the title of this video? Sometimes you have to start over to be successful. So there is a reason why God had you start over. Sometimes God have us start over, so He can do something else and work within us, and to change things around, or something that needs to be changing around. Because sometimes, I will write a project and then I will start over. I will start over from scratch. So, yeah. And then it comes out being much better. You're going to find yourself. I noticed that I had to start 2 projects over again. Like I didn't do it, but somehow the computer erased 2 of my books that I was working on. 2 books gone and lost. So I had the choice to quit being a writer, or I can continue to write and push forward. So I chose the second. I continued to write and push forward and recreated more books, right? So I had to start over, all over again, after I done went through all of that writing. So it actually came out to be even better. So you're going to find yourself that this start over is probably going to make you better. It's probably going to make you better. You never know what God is going to do. Here we go again. So this is you before you were starting over. This was you. You were this unicorn. Let's use it as for example. This is you before God had you start over. So now that you're starting over, God is making you, look at this. He is turning you into this. Beautiful, right? Isn't she beautiful? Look at this unicorn. So this was you before the start over. And now this is you after the start over. So that means whatever God is going to do, He's going to make it better for you. So anyway, I love you guys. I will see you guys in the next video. We are the chosen ones. We do right. We live right. We make a lot of mistakes, but we are the chosen. See you later.